Okay, so we'll follow the same format as before. If anyone in the room would like to ask Andrey a question, please raise your hand, and then likewise for the remote offering, please use the raise hand function and we'll get around as many as possible. Who wants to get us started in the room? Simon?
Hi, Emma.
Hi.
Just want to sort of get your thoughts on how you're adapting back into English football and your memories of your sort of difficulties at Nottingham Forest. You seem to have responded great since then in the last couple of years.
Yeah, so I'm very happy to be here in Chelsea in the Premier League. So you know that big competition for me is the most hard in the world. So hard to play the Premier League, and I'm so happy to come back here with my adaptation in the Premier League.
As a new signing though, how difficult was it at Nottingham Forest when you obviously wanted to make a big impact on loan and you weren't being picked? Was it a difficult time for you? And how helpful were Chelsea in that period?
Yeah, I think for sure, right? So I was there in Forest when I was 18, I think, or 19 years old, so too young. And now I feel that I'm more ready to play the Premier League.
Okay, anybody else in the room? Kieran?
Am I right in thinking you speak 4 languages? Does that help when you're within a squad like Chelsea's? Because you can mix with the English guys. If the French lads are having their own chat, you can go over there. You can help Estevao settle in. How much does that help you when you're in a squad like this?
So I think it's so important to speak a lot of language because it's good for my communication in the dressing room with my teammates. So yeah, I speak French, I speak English, I speak Portuguese of course, and Spanish too. So it's important to help with each other with like Estevao. Sometimes I have to translate something for him to him, and I think it's so important for me and for the other players too.
I mean, you're only 21 yourself, but you seem to have put an arm around Estevao. Do you kind of feel that protection?
Yeah, for sure, because I arrived here young like Estevao. I know how it's difficult to be here in the Premier with 18 years old, and I try helping him maximum I can.
Go to Gary.
I was wondering whether you thought you could be an example to other youngsters trying to get into the Chelsea first team of having good loan spells and not so good loan spells, but keeping to improve and making the best of the chances you're eventually given, and then coming back and carrying on the progress. Do you ever get asked by any of the other youngsters about, how it's done and how you managed to achieve what you've achieved?
So I think this is a process. So personally, I think it's my process. So Estevao has another process. So he come to Brazil, he adapts perfect, and now he plays. So for me, a little bit different. I was in Forest and then Strasbourg, and now I'm here. So I think it's a process.
Do you advise anyone, maybe at the academy or something like that, or a youngster that's coming into the club, never to give up, to keep fighting?
Yeah, for sure. I think you have to keep fighting because it's our dream, dream of our family too, and you have to keep fighting always.
Yeah, go to Jack.
You spoke about sort of looking after Estevao, you and João Pedro, I think, look after him a fair bit. What does that look like? Is it just at the training ground, or is it away from the training ground, seeing each other, at home or out and about?
So we always together around in the training ground and the outside too. So I think our relationship is perfect because we always go to the national team together. So we did a lot of things together. So I think it's important to go on the pitch with this relationship.
There's been a lot of talk about Moises Caicedo's level after his performance at the weekend. Robert Sanchez said he's the best in his position in the world. I just wondered for you as a midfielder, someone that I suppose would have grown up watching players like Casemiro played alongside him as well. What's it like to play with Moises and how good
So I'm so happy to play with Moi. For me, Moi is incredible. So since when I arrived here, he always told me to keep training hard, keep improving that, and I did. And now I'm so happy to see Moi improve. So he's amazing, and I'm so happy to train with him and play with him too.
Okay, last couple in the room. We'll go Sam and finish with Martin.
Hi, Andrey. You enjoyed a really productive loan spell at Strasbourg. Just talk to me about the sort of lessons you learned and the influence of Liam Rosenior.
So Liam, so I love my ex-coach, so he's amazing. It's hard to say about Liam because he seems when I joined Strasbourg, so he helped me a lot. So, and I improved a lot with him. So in the last week I sent message to him because I always watch the game of Strasbourg, and I say to my new baby's coming, and he said to me congratulations, and I'm so happy for you. So I think our relationship is perfect.
And we'll go to Martin.
Just a quick one, Andre. You've done a lot of travelling, going back to Brazil and over Europe and everything. Just from a player's point of view, how do you look at a trip like this? You're still here, the game's only 29 hours away, and they're kind of back at 6 o'clock in the morning on Thursday to ready to play again on a Saturday. What are the stresses and strains? But because you're young, do you just do it?
Yeah, so of course it's hard to when we have a national team to come back to Brazil, and some players to Argentina, some players to Ecuador, but I think it's our dream representation our country. So every day we work hard here in Chelsea to be there in the national team, and to have to enjoy in these moments.
Okay, we'll now go to the people online, and we'll start with Nizar Kinsella.
Hi, Andrey. I wanted to ask you more about Strasbourg. Chelsea and Strasbourg have a connection, and you were the first player to kind of do that step. Do you think this is a great step for young players? In the future, that there'll be many more great young players who sign for Chelsea, maybe go to Strasbourg, and then they can maybe be good enough to play for Chelsea after.
Yeah, of course. So I'm so happy to be the first one. But in this season we have a lot of player quality in Strasbourg. So like Mamadou Sarr, so Mike Penders, and Emega now. I think it's so important for us this both club, because when I was there in Strasbourg, the people from Chelsea always send message, how are you? So you are so good here. So I think it's important, this relationship with Chelsea and Strasbourg, and to be confident when we arrive here.
Okay, anyone else online that would like to ask a question? Yeah, go on, Nizar, one more.
Yeah, Andrey, I also wanted to ask you, how do you see yourself as a midfielder? Do you see yourself more like a Moises Caicedo type, or more like an Enzo Fernandez type? Because we've seen you play in both positions very well. So which kind of midfielder are you?
This is a hard question, because when I was young, I always play like a 6, but here in the Premier, it's a little bit different. But I can play in both positions, 6 or 8. I think the most important is help Chelsea and help the coach and my teammates too. So if the coach put me to play like a 6, I will do my better. And if he wants that I play like a 8, I will do my better too.
Okay, we'll end it there. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Grab my laptop before I go.